You know, I don't really have a preference either. Okay.
It looks like it's good.
I'm still waiting, Judge.
Just
let me check.
Well, don't let me forget it.
Please rise.
Please be seated. Welcome back.
Judge, I'm sorry, I should say for the record, we did get a copy of the listening aid, which has been marked for identification in State's Exhibit 5. Did Your Honor get one?
I did.
Okay. We placed one in all the jury seats, and the consensual tape that we were hearing from Detective Rhodes about is queued up ready to go.
Right, and again, members of the jury, what you hear from the tape is the evidence. This is simply aimed to help you in listening as it goes forward. In the back, I'm going to play. Please play.
4 p.m. November 12, 2015, Detective Mike Rhodes, Campaign Prosecutor's Office, conducting consensual recording with Sergeant David Creato Jr. and consenting parties Smith and Maldo in reference to CA-0253-1510.
think this has to be handed in, like, I can't come on, I was wait, I think, I'm gonna I think they need to, yeah, they had 2 years or something. Is anyone in the bathroom? Becky, you mind? Yeah, I'm still trying to tell your story thing, you gotta pull this out. It's not like December, but you gotta pull it out.
That's
information.
And walk through and kind of New Jersey update. They really I think that was nice.
That's not bad.
Well, but as you walk in and then
To the right. I didn't know that. Because I was going to say we think the big deal in the middle.
Yeah, when I go back, I go down there when I think it's on 10 township. And I get rid of for regular.
It was weird. I was down there and you could see the dog park. And yeah, that's Cherry Hill.
I said it was just like, so they up to the, that's the patch that you walk with, that should be back in the street, and once I'm going to the left and roll down, and I go to the street with and that's what the super, or I go around it and kind of do it, so I could sometimes be showing a lot like this, and very much the axle of 100, and monthly actually show up in the forest with them.
Did you go down and see that for yourself? Is that right? That long because I didn't do it. Well, I think it's sort of a lawyer. I think their lawyer put together and make them all. That's for us, not for us.
Yeah, it says that I won't. But that's somebody told me doing like every investigation with family and just like, I really like that. And that's when, and when we were there, we actually grew over, we went to my cousin. At first we were at my family, and then we came back to my family.
Yeah, certainly.
Then, just like last week, they did another. I didn't get on the food act and I was figured it out.
But I'm trying to put my own two story together, like I'm really trying to, you know, how I like my CSI stuff, I'm trying to figure out exactly what happened, it's just fucking.
They were trying to figure out the extension value because of that, they think that they're doing all the basic work and they can't figure out what is brain from to do it.
Yeah, it's not, I don't bring so much often.
So different scenarios are possible, that's true.
Yes and no, I think there's
And I don't know how we are supposed to say that when I go home and talk to them, I never said that, but anyway.
what do you mean?
Oh, I didn't say that, I know the police department, they're locked in the morning, and I report out in the morning, they're the doors are locked.
They were locked stuff?
Yeah, it's not true.
Were they unlocked in the morning?
Yeah.
Did you lock them before the night? So we have like a full, what do you have like that's good?
That's
That's what I do.
The door is broken as long as we had to use the deadbolt anyway.
Yeah.
The top door there every once, I wasn't even sure if it was locked on, they probably wasn't.
Yeah.
It's really unlocking about how it is. But I don't like how they were saying that the door was so locked in the morning and I never see it before.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
I think some of the other people don't have
I don't read the articles, I read them, I don't read them when I was like legitimate updates, I don't read the yeah, well, it's harder for you because you're the one. It's a lot. Both my situations are completely different. I'm back to work, I'm in the office, so I work with my hands, so it's a lot. There was one, you're a lawyer, read it? Did he have a bowl of chips before that?
I did a bowl of chips on the evening as well.
So they're sold out, and then there was, why does he state that he thinks that he wasn't found with the same amount that he was wet? No, but your lawyer stated that.
I know, my lawyer said to me, what my lawyer said to me, he was like, well, when someone has like a thermia, the last thing you have a thermia is you get really hot and you start taking like cortisol.
You need a kid.
So yeah, you got really hot and start taking cortisol.
Where? And then he wouldn't get out of it. He would be able to fully dress himself. He doesn't even know how to wear a shirt on.
Well, I think they found the sound just much as this. I
don't know either.
Are you saying all these things have information?
No, because it's just like anything else, when you hear anything crazy about it, you don't hear anything crazy, at least they don't release it, because
I don't know what to think about the guys shoulder and talented
yeah, nothing about being jealous. It was about the shoulder. People are going to say things, call on things, and all that kind of crazy stuff. It's hard for me to kind of eat down. It's not something that I can't see just that. And it's just hard usually. I do have family and it's basically one of two choices. It's some, I don't In the middle, did you hear anything at all? Did you wake up? Nothing?
I ran into 3 stories around Law&Crime.
Well, that's not necessarily.
Yeah, but into bed. He didn't really have problems from the bed. He lay down, he actually below our room, he felt pretty bad with him. He didn't want the pillow, so I put the pillow up on the side, and then he left my phone, and I went back to his room and checked out what he wanted to be. Going down my phone yesterday. So I was all back now, and I want to be watching that after.
Not understand. Did you measure that in door lock, or was it unlocked?
Whatever it is, in the transfer, a bunch of the citizens that experience something just somewhere from the walk in.
Yeah, like at my house, that's all he does too. Come walk through your seat and get in through the
Whenever he was just sitting there, always was up in here.
Yeah.
It was like I didn't hear someone voice on there. I didn't look up on it. I woke up sitting on there, and I go to the bathroom. And there was some clothes that fell up in my car, so actually I went over to check on my dog today to take a towel. So we had like something to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I went to the room, and I was sorry.
You call your mom? Today your mom was there, but I don't know what time you called 911.
The first thing I did was, the first thing was, the first shows, I called my mom, and I said, I looked up and I said, yeah, I figured out that definitely needed somebody to play around outside. I looked up people and I looked up people, and immediately called my mom. Right after her, I thought if I knew calling when she was there calling on me.
Your mom said that was the reason.
Yeah, so all my grandma was 911 602, and this is my mom's 602, and my mom's 602. They were both in the same minute. Then your phone call was 602 or 604.
Yeah, I know, I remember it took me about, like, by the time I went downstairs this week, by the time you called me, just 5 minutes from the time I arrived. I don't have access to your apartment. But any friends that you have over that know anyone or anybody that comes to your house.
Other people that have that in the apartment, like one of those sites, and Julie's there.
Yeah.
See, like, a line, or whatever, somebody with a software. I usually don't hang out with my friends at my apartment, though. Usually we go out, or usually we go to a bar or something. Long and I got people there.
Have anybody back?
Getting people that have a key in these fridges, so I got that back when I went over there. And she's sitting in the car and I said to her,
She does or something like that. What's her name again?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Is she okay?
But
did she live in the dorms in that house?
yeah, she was in the dorm, and I've been to her dorm, literally, to get their security guards to get in the dorm.
Yeah, you're going with it.
They're clocking it out every time you walk in and out of the store. And they have reports showing she didn't leave. Because I remember, I was there, like last week, and I had to go to the dorm, like a hospital. They took me down to the police station, how did I bring me back to the license?
How did you get the police station there? Up the
We
New
were
York.
doing the search when they first came to the police station.
Oh, so you did have it for like 2 weeks?
No, I still don't have it. My daughter's still running mine. And it's there in the hospital. They wouldn't even let me get to the order with it. They didn't have one day. They don't even like get so and they're not ID. Yes, I would get something that's very serious. And for this new work, it's like for us, like 10 stations to go on. And so like they know she was like in school and her roommates both gave the alibi that she was there and the night she had tests in the morning. That's why she didn't have a car on there. The only way she
Does she have a car?
She has a car in Peaceable with her parents' house.
Is that New Jersey?
Pennsylvania.
So she's from Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
How did he meet her? Sorry?
It was supposed to be just like a summer fling. She was going to school in New York, but then it was just like never ended and and the only way for her to get down, she knows how to get down here. She's gone down here by herself before on train, taking a train to Subway, and then to the back of the on the station, so they were, and apparently the police this woman cried up the store and asked that they would view the camera and they could view it multiple times and they were like interested in something else on the camera.
I haven't heard about that.
I know the people that know me and when they do this, but the fact that it's just like all of the internet and everyone accusing me and like all of it, just like the privacy, I try to like hide and keep to myself. I don't want to be able to broadcast it out there.
Yeah. I'm not saying I think that way, but I mean there are other people that do. It's just looking from the outside, it doesn't look.
Yeah, like a lot of coincidences that...
And well, not even that, and this includes.
Yeah.
It's just, there's no eyewitnesses, there's no nothing. He was put at the lake. Like,
He was put there, but...
I walked that. I walked the trail down. I almost fell twice.
Have you walked from Cooper from my apartment to Cooper? It's not, I mean, it's a decent walk.
No, I walked from the memorial down to where, because there's a memorial where he was found. And, so it's like, you go to like the little area, you just keep going to your right, and it's like, there's like a slope down, but I was wearing, I forget what shoes I was wearing, but I myself, and I'm like going down there, I just had the eerie feeling in my stomach. I'm like, there's just no way that he would have.
I mean, I've walked to Edison Woods at like 2 o'clock in the morning before, with my friends, I can't do that dark. And I've never seen anyone back there, but I think there was some kind of, like, maybe he didn't think I was walking up some kind of weirdo and that night and found him near there and found him. That's
my thing, I can't see that. It's either someone took him and brought him there in my head, and I can't come to the fact that you would do anything, but I'm just running, like I'm running like your night before over and over and over and over again in my head, and it's a tough realization because I wasn't there.
They're really sure what was places to go and a little accident. I laid him down today and he went to bed. He mumbled for a little bit while I was laying there, but I fell asleep. It was a weird night that night because I thought it was weird because Julie went to bed at like 8:20 that night. I thought it was really weird. She was going to bed so early. Are you going to bed so early? She's just like, it's been a long day. I haven't this in the morning, so whatever. I opened her hair and then went to my mom's house to pick up Brendan with them that she was like, right out the door there, he left. So I went to my apartment and I left myself in, they already up there.
Did your mom have a kid?
No, she broke in. They always break in, like always. It's so easy to break into that apartment, it's not even fun. Literally every time, like I don't even use the keys to my apartment, I don't even have them unless I leave them in the apartment. I would just break in every time I went to my apartment. That's literally.
You can break in that front door?
That's how I always got in, I never even had my keys.
That's terrible.
It's literally that easy to break into that apartment. It's not safe. My lawyer was talking about maybe looking at people like the two after all he's ever, like looking at like two in the land and making it not shared space or...
You have to get the doors inspected right away for it to be proof of the fact that they are faulty.
Because on those doors, only the deadbolt is a lock. On those doors, the bottom handle locks, you could get it.
And a deadbolt you can't open from the other...
Well, unless you have the key.
Yeah, unless you have the key. And the unit across shows was vacant, the one there.
Like I gotta just take that out or something.
Were there any creepy people that was downstairs?
You know, the guy the one that did, he's kind of really good. I mean, he's not bad.
Is that the one he's at the corner?
No, he's like next to the right. You're standing looking at my door to the right.
Oh, okay.
That one. 30-year-old dorky guy who's used to play something nerdy over you. Then there's a guy on the other side who always on that ledge smoking a cigarette. It's too bad. And there's people with that blonde girl from Behind Township, she was right below us, and she lived this near
I know who she's talking about. My mom's friend, she knows her ex-boyfriend. They apparently had the apartment together, and he left, and she was there.
Yeah, and then I was living in the one apartment too.
I remember it. My mom was telling me a weird story about the girl that you're talking about. She lives by herself.
I think so. I don't, like, we don't have any secrets, so it was like really late at night, we were walking back from the movie truck, and then we sat outside, and we were like, hey, and we were having a conversation with them, like, your neighbor coming over here, and...
Yeah, well, one of my mom's good friends, like one of John's football friends' moms, apparently she knew the boyfriend who lived with her, or apparently he stopped living there, like, early summer, and I guess, he told her a really weird story. What? Did they live across from you, or?
I think they lived on, like, the top floor on the other side.
They said that when you weren't home, I don't know, when did you stop seeing Bridget? Like April, May?
I moved into that place in April, so probably around May, yeah.
Yeah. I remember they said something about, I don't know whether she meant like June or May. She remembered, I don't know how they knew you were home, or if she was just making it up. She said she heard someone like yelling at her in there. A female. I don't know either. That was, through the grapevine, things what people said.
And she's watching there once or twice, Bridget, she's watching for her own right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I never yelled much in that apartment because they're so close together and you can hear everybody, so I never really yelled much there.
Yeah. Nothing was going to be a while till we find out anything.
There's no anxiety at all. I look at Dr. Dean every day, he's been trying to, he's like, getting you off the phone and also making discussing about it. I don't want to make discussing it. That's what that's the corner of the brain and shit.
What's the difference between the phone? Is it anxiety? Antidepressants? I don't know.
Antidepressants are for long-term effects. They sort of change the chemical format of the brain and making you think differently. So actually, giving you more serotonin. Yeah, so, I don't know about long-term effects because I'm not normally a depressed person. I know I'm going to really be right now, but it's the fact that I don't know if I'm going to come out of it or not.
That's pretty much the thing. Well, you got to think about whether you get closure or not. What happened is not going to, as terrible as it sounds, which is why I don't talk much or anything, but what really I think about it, nothing's going to change. But I mean, I know closure will help, but it's not going to change the fact of what happened. And that's just the hardest part, because it's a really mystery.
No, he's not here anymore. There's like so much experience and so much I still want to do with him, so much I thought we still had to look forward to. Like it's just hard to, he literally, like, my whole life was based around him. I did everything for him. Like, I worked, I had a garment for him, like, made sure, like, I don't know, like, I was trying to work extra hard to make sure I had the money for his daycare. I was just doing everything for him.
Yeah.
And, like, my life was just focused on, like, you know, making it, like, just, like, having a family, and just, like, whether finding somebody new, like, and recreate a family, but always having to be a part of it, and, like,
Yeah.
so the door is unlocked.
You create yourself and feel right what happened. That's just the worst part. Because, like, even me, I was just so high to even, I would even feel so much better if it was an accident day, something happened, and I got that phone call. Or if it was a car accident, or something that you could call me. That would be better. It's hard for me to even. And I feel like I'm eventually resent you. Like, I'm not saying like that. So it's just, you know, just to have my own feelings. So if you think too much, then
There's something that could have been different.
Not that, it's just tricky for me as a mother that it wasn't in my hands, it was in someone else's hands.
And she don't know whether this, I mean, I was walking up and I absolutely no clue what the fuck happened. It was just a normal night. There was nothing weird about that night. It was literally just a normal night. We were going to wake up in the morning, go to school, then I was going to go to work. My clothes were just standing there ready to go in the morning. I didn't think anything of the night.
Did you notice that they know this sounds kind of before your mom came over and everything being moved? Did you notice anything moved, anything different, anything I don't know, because I really grabbed the slipper for the dog.
Yeah, his slippers are on the floor where he put them before he went to bed. And if he goes, when I happened more, his blanket was on the floor and his slippers was on the floor. And so then,
But like the table wasn't moved from where you thought it was, just this out there, anything out of the ordinary.
everything seems normal. The only thing I can make the most sense of in my head is that he got out, he wandered out and then closed his eyes and got scared, and he didn't know where to go. He started wandering out, crying, and somebody came, the wrong person came across him. That's really the only thing I can think that makes sense in my head.
You know, it really makes sense to me because she's like me. I'm so scared of the dark. And like, someone happened to grab him very close to the house. Because I know him at my house, I have to keep a light on in my room because door cracks in his room, or he won't go to sleep.
That's what I absolutely cannot wrap my head around. Is somebody coming up to my apartment. How can you come up there? That can you
No, that is literally one time to break in, but if you can break in your house, then that's really the kind of break in. If it's that easy.
And if you were something dark at night, I don't know. I don't know, like I feel like something, you're not leaving light on. No, you're fine, no, I don't want something to sleep.
Yeah, you know me, when we live together, I always something in my house was going on, but it's still, even to this day, it's still hard. I always leave the light on, and that's one thing I did. I thought it was up.
Two words I can put together at a time, just happened, but it was scenario was when I was a kid, like when I would go to that room and like talk to my great grandfather, and like I didn't even know him, but like I realized later from pictures, like wait, I feel talking like that or something.
Yeah, but how did it happen?
Well, in up there, like in the room with it. Yeah, well, I guess that would be a second. Then some things living room.
After the living room?
Yeah, that middle room.
Yeah, no, but did that happen in his, in that, but I mean his first room happened?
And it's weird, I don't understand the state of the field, it's not a dream, but it's not reality.
What was said?
The first time he was it was just like, yeah, that's fine, but yeah, that was like what we just say to each other. And then the second time he was just like, yeah, like, but those are the only things we said to each other. It's not the kind of situation where I can like have a conversation like action things, but he was there and I did have to like,
Not physically, because I mean, we had conversations about this before we even stopped talking about it.
I don't want that anybody because all this thing.
No, I mean,
That's part of
you
it.
talked to me about it, but then once you started seeing Anne-Marie, it was kind of,
I'm trying to, I don't want to be part of it, I don't want to keep it hidden, I want to keep it not.
even so.
That's what, even though I don't talk to anybody about it now, but I have talked to him several times.
I don't know what that comes to.
I really want to do something personal and I think I have a big deal. I mean, it might be even if say stuff like DMT, like time doesn't exist, or like things that become in life, or time doesn't exist, I think for years there's like a second to where the 100 years worth from now here. Like by the time we die, it'll only be a second where he is. Like it's been in the
That's why I couldn't talk about it. You know exactly what happened.
yeah, I just say when criminal stuff happening, you just something else. The hard stuff for me is the fact that it was really sleeping and what happened, like I woke up and it was just like I just wake up to me and call me. I don't even know where to move forward with that life again. Like I told you, I think I'm thinking that it's like I'm still in the same and I'm studying there. But they have free university. There's also
What did they ask you to fill out?
They went over that night, they asked me about marriage, the jewelry, and they asked me about our relationship, and they were like asked about giving me places full weekend, and they think like come up with different times that we have to essentially see if the jewelry was the same every time. And then later on, they started really counting me. They started like, you did this, or like, you put this on my list, or you're lying, but you're deceiving us, this whole time. I'm like, I'm not lying, I'm telling you the truth. He's like, no, but you are. He's like, you did do. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, you have a lawyer. So it's fine.
And I feel like my lawyer and the prosecutor's officer are fighting. See, my lawyer got pissed off and put on a bad kid about the prosecutor.
Yeah, why did he do that?
Because he was really pissed off.
They don't.
Well, because
they can't use
the prosecutor told my lawyer that they would find out about the toxicology report from the prosecutor, not from the media. And they said that in the media. And then they got really pissed off. And then they got really pissed off how they pulled this whole grand jury thing for staff. They said they're calling
the lawyer.
She didn't, not only camera lawyer, was calling for that jury. But they said that they're trying to play hardball, they don't like the way they're going, so they're going to start fighting. So they start playing on top of the prosecutor's office, and they started all this politics.
Yeah, well, I think from the beginning that they weren't able to, like, everyone got lawyers. They can't ask you questions, so that's the only way to ask questions is to go to between us and our jury. Because when you have a lawyer, you can't just call you on the phone and be like, hey, let me ask you 5 questions.
And the jury found that that's true between us. Literally, the fair was for every question I asked her, she said, I said, defense. I said, what's your name? She said, I think so. She would say nothing.
But why? Why not? Because he doesn't look bad. But that's why the media, that's why though, because even in my standpoint, there's no point of anyone else having a lawyer because you. I can understand his standpoint, and I cannot understand his standpoint.
Well, the reason we have a lawyer is...
I'm just talking about family.
Yeah. Well, actually, it is important to have a lawyer, because that's where my mistake was. And they were telling me, I turned down the lawyer. It was substitute where we were kind of going to answer what your husband said to you instead of lawyer, because then the jury will turn stuff around, and they will try to... And then you don't know why it was just like a whole other language the lawyer's off, because you gotta get somebody professional to help you do all the legal work of it, and take the legal end. And then my lawyer, they called Julie that question, and she was going to go down and, answer the questions, but my lawyer recommended for nobody to talk about a lawyer, so I said, just tell us now, I really don't want to talk to a lawyer. And then...
If any questions come up, they just call, if they're allowed to. It's not something that I can. It's going to take a while. I'm not ground budget. It's taking a while.
I'm just trying to talk to the long story. I really am in that room during the day. And then we barely leave the house, and I'm like, I tried to just go work a little bit today, and I'm not a lot.
Do you utilize your friends pretty well?
I've been ignoring everybody.
Why?
I don't know. It's all dangerous. Since I was told to all everybody else. I feel like I'm the most clueless out of anybody, because I was sleeping and I don't know what happened, and the investigators are telling everybody else so much, and everyone else in so much information that I don't know anything, because they think it's me, so they don't want to, they're keeping information from me, so I feel like I know the least out of anybody at this point. But I think they realize it's not me. I think they're looking in another direction now, because they've been looking at someone to come nothing against them.
Yeah.
I know they can check the GPS towers and show my phone didn't leave the head out of bed that night, but there's a trucking at the
Unless they have time, that's the only way. The only thing that creeps me out is even my own thought is the dog took so long to find him. They need the trail from your mom. Did your mom walk him home the night before? Did she drive?
They walked him. So I thought it was there.
They found that walk. They found the walk. The dog walked up behind that. They took 2 out of 18. The dog probably came at 7. They found them at 9. You know, they didn't tell me until like 2 hours after 9.
Did they take you down the...
9 o'clock.
Did you see me go down the police station? Did you see them putting me in the car and take me down? No?
No, they took me in a car to my house to check my house. Matt called me while I was at the house. He goes, they found something by Cooper River, but they didn't say was him, and at that point I knew, and they kept me at my house for almost an hour. Brought me back to the police station, took me upstairs to a room, and took another hour to tell me.
So they took you from there?
One of the officers. I don't remember which one.
What happened with me is there was this one black investigator. He was really... He kept talking to me, just like, there's something you know, and you gotta tell us, you gotta help out. He's like, now's the time. You tell us now that we find out. If we find out stuff later, you're gonna be in a shit ton of trouble. He's like, you gotta speak up now. Like, I'm telling you everything I know. Yeah, well, the way he kept talking to me, the way I can't explain it, the way he was wording things and talking to me, it really upset me. And then the 2 main detectives that we know, they came in the room and they told me that they were sitting there, they were asking some questions. And I was like, why are you talking to me like that? It's like, did you have time dead in the ditch somewhere? And then the fact that I said that before they told us to die, they used that against me later. They're like, well, how did you know that he was found dead in the ditch? I was like, that's how that officer made me feel, the way he was questioning me like that. He was really trying to be talking to me like the way he was talking to me. So I said to them. And so I have to... Like, I don't even know where he was found. Like, I keep getting cool different things. Like, first, when I went down to the front, there was a guy making a memorial. I was talking to the guy making a memorial, and he said there was 2 guys in suits in the woods, and he said he heard one say the body was found over here in the woods. Like, right, like, on South Park, out on the street, like, right by where that tree memorial is, with the mulch. And we could have sent it right from that. So we were looking all over that area, and we were like, and then we walked around. And, so like, I'm trying to think by Atlanta. Atlanta is that center thing, like there's like that little path.
If you go to the memorial, there's 2 that's on that curve. Yeah, that walkway, that little walkway. You go to that walkway, you go to the right, you just go straight down. And the older thing, there's kind of a trail behind it, like a skinny trail to see it.
They kept repeatedly asking me that I smoke cigarettes. And I was like, no, I don't smoke cigarettes. And even occasionally get drunk at parties, you have a cigarette still. No, but no, I never smoked. I don't smoke cigarettes. I was like, they're like, dude, is there anybody smoke cigarettes? I was like, my dad occasionally smokes cigarettes. And I was like, Sam's boyfriend smokes cigarettes. And I think I could think of them.
Yeah, I don't know, they kept saying your dad is doing one.
Yeah, because I just didn't bring up the cigarettes. I don't know why. And then later on, they went and searched my apartment, the 2, while I was in the interrogation, they searched my apartment, the 2 main detectives, and they were, they didn't like to, because I know how gross I was. I didn't food shop. I food shopped day to day. I would get the food for that day. Like, we would go to the grocery store and get dinner. Yeah. So literally, me and my friend wanted dinner. We would go to this grocery store, get dinner, and just get that meal. So the cops, they're like, the only thing you didn't have any food, the only thing in your fridge is beer. I'm like, because I don't grocery shop.
Where do you come here? Then I'll move them down the street.
And then they're like, you have swords all over your apartment. I'm like, they're just for show, they're not even sharpened.
In our room, we used to share upstairs, we had swords and things on the wall.
Yeah, like, if they're not even sharpened, they're just for show. Like, then they can ask me about this blue suitcase on my closet. They question me so much about the blue suitcase. I'm like, I'm not going to use that. I'm like, I don't know, on vacation, probably in California, I guess don't even know when I used that last. I don't make it some time, but... I already can't believe so much time has passed too. Everything since that day has been such a good wave.
I'm going to tell you what I did last week. Like, I'm just very...
I literally didn't need a drink to think of it today. Like,
There's days where I do that, and there's days where I just don't know.
I started having an anxiety attack earlier than I told you in the restaurant. And I didn't want to take a Klonopin and at least stomach and I had Clip Bar. So I ate half the Clip Bar and then I got really overwhelmed. I just threw half the Clip Bar and popped like 3 of the Klonopin in the room. So I didn't eat the whole, I took early and then I had to have a Clip Bar. So I just knowing how to appetite I wanted to eat over.
Yeah, that's right. I just forget. Like, I'll put myself in like 4 of my juice tomorrow and I just forget what it is. And it's like I have short-term memory loss. It's like kind of bad sometimes. But, I don't know. Oh, that sounds to be some kind of counseling. But I'm too quiet. So I don't like to talk. I don't do talking.
Also, counselors are good for they do certain kinds of talking that they right now. Anne-Marie recommended me a psychiatrist. She really highly recommended a psychiatrist.
She was typing that?
Yeah. Well, actually, Anne-Marie wasn't charging me. She was assessing for free. But the psychiatrist, she said she was recommending me the specific psychiatrist because he's very open-minded to the spiritual world, whereas those psychiatrists are very clinical and by the book.
Different kind of, different kinds of...
I don't want somebody who's just clinical and by the book. I want someone who's going to be open-minded with me. Because I was like...
Well, I mean, maybe someone that can help you out to do alternative medication.
I mean, like, I don't want to sound like a crazy person, like, bringing up these theories, but there's, in my room a week before, Brendan was sleeping on the couch, and you know how I told you I had problems with sleep paralysis?
Yeah.
Where, like, my brain's awake and my body's still sleeping, I can't move, and I'd be like, always like, just trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
Well, after a week before this whole thing happened, I was lying in bed, and I started getting sleep paralysis. I woke up and I feel this energy just walk in my door, and I felt like my mom's energy. It was like similar to my mom's energy. It was like walk through the door and it just came near me. And I was just sitting there trying so hard to scream for help. I was just really trying to scream for help, but I couldn't move. I was just trapped and screaming to get out of it. And I woke up and it's like, half that was just like, you know, I remember, actually, I was so freaked out when I went out, I was just telling Brendan then. There happened to be another time that week where I had a sleep paralysis, but I think it wasn't as bad as that one and didn't get asleep. But I remember trying to start screaming for help and then I got out of it. And I was telling him, like, I don't want to sound like a crazy person, but like, maybe there's some kind of energy that guided him, or like some kind of like spirit of the lake that has an energy that's drawn. To me, that was a very spiritual place. Like, I love that spot. Like, that's my favorite spot in township, is that area. It's like, so energy that look and feel the trees on both sides. Like, those are my favorite places to go. And maybe there's some kind of energy that like drew from there, maybe something in my apartment that just like, maybe there's something a bit more paranormal about this. I don't want to say anything about that, I don't want to sound fucking crazy, because I just sound like a lunatic when I'm saying shit like that.
Yeah.
But, and the detectives also, because before I even knew where he was found, I was telling the detectives that was my favorite place in Haddon Township, and I love to go there, and I go there all the time. And then they told me that they found him, and I'm like, don't be talking about that, no, so they just happen to, you happen to find yourself in your favorite place, like you wouldn't want his spirit to be there. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't put him there.
Not even that, I'm just creeped out with the fact that this is someone else. And they weren't going to get caught. I don't think. And why not? Look, from their point of view, why not just make them disappear?
Yeah.
And that way, like I was saying, just looking at that English term being CSI, so it's like, if there's a person who actually did this that is out of this, like any kind of family life, why make yourself at risk to be found?
Obviously they did a good job. There was no evidence of anything anywhere.
And I just don't understand that. That's when I went down there, I just got so freaked out. I was just like, I mean, I'm glad that she was found because that's even worse down in mystery.
Yeah.
But on the other standpoint, I don't understand it. I never will. Unless I get face to face with the person who did that, and
If I ever got face to face with the person who did that, I would fuck them up.
I would know them.
I would go to jail for the things I would do to that person. If they find out there was a person who did this, and there's an imminent edit, I find them, and this person for the hospital.
Before they release to me, it doesn't actually, when they release to me, unless they don't have them in custody, then they'll release to me. But other than that, I'm pretty sure if it was, they have them before they need it broadcasted.
I would just kill the guy. I would fucking torture him. Like, I would fucking strap him with his fucking fingernails off. Like, legit, like, fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's one line you don't cross, and that's one of them.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. But even in this town, it's really very calm town. There's nothing really crazy that goes on in our town. And that's why you see the whole town is going crazy, because even now, it's a very small town, and it's just crazy how much people care.
And also,
they want to put their good input in, we'll get into it.
It really happened too, because he was under my care. He was with me, and I was supposed to protect him against anything. And I disappeared while I was sleeping. Like what was it? I don't even know how I could have protected him, or what I could have even done. Like, I don't, like, I don't want to, like, start blaming myself for it, you know, like, when you get on that path, it's a different matter, but I just too many tourists, and that's a lot of unanswered questions. I mean, at this point, I don't even give a fuck if they just want to throw me in jail now at this point anyway. Or it literally won't be the worst thing ever that they do to me. It's whatever at this point. At this point, I'm just like, fuck life.
That's pretty much the end of the conversation with the defendant. And then there's a couple pages left, but...
All right. I don't think it's necessary. And it looks like we have reached the end of our forte at this point in time.
We've heard that.
You may. We reached our few minutes past our normal stopping hour, 4 o'clock. So we've completed the court date today. We've heard a lot of testimony. Again, there might be some curiosity on your part to just pull something up. We can't discuss any aspect of the case with anyone. It does look like the weather has cleared up sufficiently that tomorrow we will be able to have a site visit. So I would ask that jurors wear comfortable shoes. Walking in this area, it's in field, so wear something flat, something safe if you're walking. And at some point in time tomorrow, we will complete that aspect of the trial. With that, I wish everyone a very pleasant evening. We're going to start tomorrow at 9 o'clock and back on our regular schedule. So have a good night. See everybody at 9.
Please rise.
Please be seated. Tomorrow, somebody's name.
That's my plan.
Tomorrow, at some point in time, we can discuss the first thing in the morning, and that would be, I assume, would be the accident or something.
Yes, that would probably be better, but it's still a little bit damp out there, it looks like.
Yeah. Okay, then with that, I wish everyone a pleasant evening. I will see everybody back tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Joe.